it's a little hot out here. So yeah, first a little bit of introduction. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to give a lesson. I'm gonna pretend that I'm giving a lesson to a class full of students, and the objective, as you said, is try to teach vocabulary words. So the topic I'm choosing is music instruments, and some different kinds of music regarding that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to contextualize the vocabulary words. I'm gonna try to help my students to have conversation, to talk about their interest, to talk about the music instruments they like. But I'm not gonna tell them that this is we are going to learn today. So I'm just gonna try to help them express themselves. So as you can see, we are a little bit restricted here. We don't have, I don't have a whiteboard or some images right now, so any kind of props or things I can use. So we're just gonna have to try to do whatever with what we have. So let's get right into it. I'll make a dramatic entry. Good morning, class. Good morning, everyone. You look really happy today. So today we are going to talk about a very beautiful thing that we have created. We as human beings have created a very beautiful creation of us. Can anyone guess what it is? Anybody? Anyone? Yes, we're going to talk about music today. Okay, so let's start with, let me ask you a question, okay? Do you guys listen to music? Yes, obviously every one of you listens to music, right? Very good. So music is a really interesting thing. Music makes us dance, it makes us dance. It can help us, it makes us happy. It makes us sad. It makes us cry sometimes. And it's a very beautiful thing, right? So does anyone know what we call someone who plays music? Does anyone? Yes, a musician. Someone who plays music is called a musician, right? Very good. Now, what do we call a group of musicians? A group of people who play music. What do you call a group of musicians? Let's say we call them a band or a music group. We call a group of musicians a band. I have a drawing for you, although I'm not good at it. But let's see, it's a group of musicians. Somebody's playing drums. They're all playing different instruments. And we have someone to sing, to play guitar, to play bass. And a group of musicians, this is a general group of musicians. So we call them a band or a music group. So let's start with a very basic instrument. Not basic, but very common instrument. Can anyone tell what this is? Right, this is a guitar. A guitar. Now, what do we call someone who plays a guitar? A guitarist. Someone who plays the guitar is called a guitarist. Now, let's just play a little bit of a small game, right? Let me write down something. The game is called Fill in the Gap. The game is called Fill in the Gap. We choose two words. In this case, let's say tree. Tree, gap, guitar. Tree, gap, guitar. Now gap means a distance between two things. Gap, tree and guitar. There's a gap between two words. Now just fill in this gap. I'll give you an example. Like a guitar is made out of wood. We get wood from trees. So I just try to make a sentence to connect these two words. Okay? But I'll just give you an example first. We cut down trees. We craft a tree into different shapes, into different parts of a guitar. We join them together and we make a guitar, right? We cut down a tree, cut, that's a verb. We cut down a tree and then we graft. Craft means to shape something, to design something into different forms and different shapes, to cut down a tree and to craft that guitar, that tree, that wood into different shapes, into different parts of guitar, and join them together and make a guitar. Now let's try another one. Okay, this is guitar to lick. Guitar, gap, lick. Now, here, guitar, gap, lick. On the first look, these two words doesn't seem that they are connected. These seem like completely different words, right? Guitar and lick, how can they be connected? But sometimes you have to challenge yourself. You just have to make up stuff to express yourself and to learn more. A guitar, like how can you connect them? Okay, let's say that every night I go out and I play guitar by the lake. Right. Yeah, that's a short sentence. What if you try to add more words? What if you say that if you want to buy a guitar, you can go by the lake and there's a shop nearby, you can buy a guitar. Right. Now, this is a very playful and general exercise you can do with your friends and talk about more things. Now, let's talk about other music instruments. Let's talk about guitar first. Now, guitar, we have different parts of guitar here. We have strings. Now, these are called strings, right? These are made up of metal. You know what metal is? Like steel, like iron, platinum, metal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A guitar have 6 strings. Right. They are made up of steel, and these tiny steps, these are called frets. Frets. Can you say that? Frets. 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 Very good. Now, let's say what other instruments, like string instruments, do we have? What other strings instrument do we have? String instruments mean the music instruments that have strings in them. Let's say if you can tell. Okay. For example, there are violin, and cello. Can we say that? Can we say that? cello. That's pronounced as cello. Right. Violin and cello. These are the types of string instruments and guitar as well. Now, does anyone here knows piano? Piano, that's a keyboard instrument. Like, it has keys. It's shaped as a board and it has keys on it. Right, it's a keyboard instrument. And there is another instrument that's called keyboard. Right, piano and keyboard. Now, does anyone know here what drums are? Drums. Right, I love drums. Absolutely. Now, drums help us make a rhythm. You know what rhythm is like? Okay, let's try this one. A rhythm, a beat that gives you a flow, and you fill that flow with other instruments, other music instruments, like a melody. Melody, it sounds really beautiful, right? Something fluent, melody. Yeah, it's really beautiful. The drums give you rhythm. It's a percussion instrument. Then we have flute, a wind instrument. What do you think a wind instrument is? What do you think a wind instrument is? Yeah, a wind instrument. You blow into it, right? You use wind. You use your mouth and you blow into it and create sound. That's a wind instrument. Can anybody give an example of another wind instrument? Yes. Anyone? Like a trumpet. I think trumpet is a wind instrument. I can't remember right now what a trumpet is exactly. Now, trumpet is a wind instrument. Right. Now there are different types of instruments, as you all know. Now what I want you to do, I want every one of you to pick any instrument, any one instrument, and just talk about it in front of us. Just tell us why you like the instrument or the reasons you want to play the instrument. Just talk about it.